Morning folks, 21st Century Caveman here. Hope everybody's well, hope everybody's happy. So most of my viewers will know that I'm here in the UK, and you'll also be aware that there's a lot of turmoil at the moment with regard to the Brexit situation. Obviously we're coming out of Europe, hopefully anyway, and you can see behind me the remnants of the celebrations which took place in our household. Now, obviously, things are in turmoil at the minute, there's a lot of uncertainty, that sort of thing, but certainly in the medium to long term, I believe, and, the people who I know and associate with believe that things will pan out very nice indeed, and there will be a very positive outlook. However, that's not the purpose of this video. The thing is, of course, in a tumultuous situation like this, you've always got to have a plan just in case things don't quite work out how you want them to or how you expect them to. So in light of that, I've decided to buy myself a bug out vehicle. That's right, a bug out vehicle, BOV bug out vehicle. So I'm going to get myself a four-wheel drive, and I just thought I'd share, just in case we needed to take to the hills, that sort of thing. And I just thought I'd share with you the process which I adopted in selecting an appropriate vehicle for our needs. I'll reset the camera and I'll get back to you. Right, okay, so the first thing I did, I just actually got my pen, a bit of paper, and just started making a note of one or two things. So I thought I'd actually divide this up into needs and wants. What do I need from my vehicle and what do I actually want? And the two, while sounding very similar, they are actually quite dissimilar. But anyway, so let's just run down this this list of needs then, okay? So we can see, for example, that I'm after a four-wheel drive, as I've already stated, preferably with a high and a low gearbox, okay? The vehicle needs to be used, in other words, a second-hand vehicle. There's no way I'm paying full price for a new four-wheel drive, not that I can afford to anyway, and I'm quite happy for somebody else to take the hit on the depreciation, okay? So the vehicle needs to be a low mileage vehicle. I'm thinking in terms of less than 50,000 miles. I want full service history. Now obviously that's imperative, because unless you know the history of the vehicle, then you could be on a right donkey, and it could be you could end up having to scrap the thing. Okay, the vehicle clearly needs to be reliable, so I'm obviously probably not looking for a British made vehicle. I have a budget, maximum of £7,000. I want the vehicle to be a spacious one. It needs to have flexibility. I currently have a Zafira, and it doubles up as a family car and also a van. And it's important that I have spaciousness and flexibility, because I do like my camping. I'm always doing something to do with DIY, and it helps to have lots of flexibility with regard to the seating arrangements at the back. And also, of course, if we need to get out of Dodge or we go on a holiday and take a long journey, it would be nice if we could actually sleep over in the back of the vehicle. We've done it in a Zafira and that works absolutely fine. Now, I also wanted 5 doors. I don't want a pickup. I mean, the pickups, they do look nice, and they're very they're very attractive, but at the end of the day, they're not actually as they're not as practical as you think. What I've found, certainly with the double cabs, is the fact that you don't have a lot of room in the back of the double cab, and also the actual pickup bit of it as well, right at the back there. Obviously you can't get to anything in there if you need to get to there in a hurry. So I want 5 doors. I don't want a pickup. I'm looking for an SUV. Now, we don't have treacherous weather in this country, but every now and again we do have a bit of snow and ice, and it's important that in keeping really with the four-wheel drive aspect, I'm looking for something which is good in snow and ice and mud. But I think the essence really is the fact that in meeting my criteria, this vehicle needs to represent value for money. Okay, so anyway, that's basically a brief list of my needs. Now, I'm a fan of black vehicles, so I prefer to have a black one if I could. I'm looking for a sunroof if at all possible. Some of the vehicles have panoramic sunroofs. I think they're really cool, and I wouldn't mind one. I'm used to running around in an automatic vehicle. I feel happy with them. Nice lazy car, easy to drive. I'd rather go for an automatic. I prefer a diesel because of obviously the economy, and also the engines in the sorts of vehicles I'll be looking at. They tend to be pretty bulletproof, so I'm going for a diesel. Obviously the petrol ones tend to be, these big engines, they tend to be very uneconomical and get through the gas. And I don't have relatives in the oil industry, so I'm looking for diesel. Towing capability, that's certainly something which would be very helpful. And not only does it need to be good off-road, it needs to be good on-road as well, because that's where I'll be doing the majority of my mileage. And obviously we've already discussed whether or not the vehicle would have bug-out potential.